girlies, welcome back to another YouTube video. My name is Alicia Gogan if you are new, and if you are new, don't forget to subscribe because it's a good time over here. So I apologize for not posting a video last week. I was sick after going to Rolling Loud Miami, and if you want to see any of my pictures from Rolling Loud and like my story highlight, definitely don't forget to follow me on Instagram at theglowupsecrets, and you can see my venture, my vacay, if you will. But I was a little sick last week, so I couldn't post a video, but nevertheless, I am back. So today we're going to be talking about this idea of being fully healed, being on a healing journey, a spiritual journey, a glow up, self-improvement journey. Now, I've been thinking about this for a long time. I get a lot of questions along the lines of, when will I be fully healed? When did you know you were fully healed? Like the timeline in which you felt like you were done healing, all of this kind of stuff. And the other day, I had stitched a video on TikTok where this guy made this. It was a really funny video, really, because it was so relatable. He was reading books and he was going on walks, like nature walks and meditating and all of these things that you do on a spiritual / healing journey, right? And he had put on the text like me going back to my spiritual journey for like the 100th time. And I think it was really relatable to a lot of people, because if you're watching my videos and you're interested in this type of content, then most likely you are on a journey, or you identify as being someone on some type of journey, or you've been through it over and over again. And I had stitched it, and I was just talking about how I personally have been on a self-improvement journey for so long in my life. I started self-improving and reading self-help books and all of this kind of stuff back in like 2016, and throughout my life that's been a huge part of my life, a huge part of who I am. This is the reason why I have my channel and all of my platforms and what I talk about, because I've been through it all. And the past, I would say, year or so, I've really started to realize that there comes a point in time where you need to start going out and living life. You need to go out and start embodying the things that you are learning, whether that be from a book or a podcast or a course that you're investing in. And I was also talking about how all of these things that you learn and you spend so much time introverting inwards, right? And reflecting and journaling and just becoming so self-aware. It becomes a point where you need to stop identifying as somebody who is constantly needing to be fixed, that's constantly in this healing journey, that is constantly needing to reinvent themselves, and just go live your life. Go implement some of the things that you are constantly learning. And this is something that I've really had to tell myself and go and do, and I'm currently doing in my life, because there comes a point where you can only read so many books. Like, you continuously telling yourself, oh, there's gonna be one more book that's gonna give me the answer, or let me listen to this podcast and then I'm gonna be motivated to do this thing. Or you're just waiting and you're telling yourself you need to be fixed all the time. You end up missing out on life, and life is the biggest teacher. Like, you actually going and living out your life and becoming embodied, that is going to be your ultimate biggest teacher. And I always try and tell myself that too. So I think if you're somebody on a healing journey who is constantly telling themselves, I need to do more work, I need to read another book, I need to listen to another podcast, I need to take another course, I need to go back to school, I need to do all of these things before I am ready, this is your message that you are really limiting yourself in life by living like this all the time. Now, I don't want to throw shade at self-improving. Why? Because that is literally what my channel is here to help you do. And obviously, I've done so much work on myself. I don't think that we should just be stagnant and just be okay with all of our self-sabotaging behaviors and all of our traumas and all this kind of stuff. For sure, we need to work through these things, but it's really important for you to have this reminder, like, if you don't go out and connect with people and live life, then all of the things that you are learning in your little igloo, your little hermit mode life, then really all of the stuff that you're learning is irrelevant if you don't go and apply these things. And I think this really also leads into perfectionism. And I actually did make a video on this, so I'll link it up here for you, where I talk about how to like really heal perfectionism and how to stop judging yourself and criticizing yourself. But I think a lot of us who are on this self-improvement journey, we have this voice inside of us that says you need to be more, you need to do more, you need to be this person before you can get X, Y, Z. You need to look a certain way before you can get the boyfriend. You need to have all of these skills before you can get that job. You need to present a certain way before you're able to get these certain opportunities. And doing that, again, it limits yourself so much in life. And you start to tell yourself, like, I need to be picture perfect and then I can get these things, but that's not how life works. It's not. You don't need to be perfect to become a creator of your own reality. There has been so many times, in fact, all of the things that I've manifested in my life that I truly, really wanted always came at a point where in my head, if I look back, I wasn't perfect. I wasn't doing things perfectly. I was doing things, you know, like I was just putting myself out there, whether that be on TikTok or social media or trying to manifest like certain amounts of money or sponsorships or brand deals, all of these things, like they came at a time where really I wasn't even thinking about how I was coming across. I was just being myself. I wasn't trying to put up a front. I wasn't trying to be picture perfect. Those are the times when I'm the most authentic and the most real, is when things go viral or when opportunities come to me. Same thing goes with dating and relationships. And when I'm not focused on showing up as the picture perfect version in my head that I think I should be, I have so much more fun and actually can connect with people in relationships because I'm being myself. And then I look back like, wow, I was myself, and look at the relationships that I've built from just being myself and not trying to be somebody else, not trying to be the perfect feminine woman, not trying to be picture perfect this, that, and the third. Like, those are always the times where I am actually, I think, more attractive to men, or to even if I'm having friendships, whatever the case is, when you're just out living life and you're just being you. You're not telling yourself you need to be fixed. And I want to note one thing here that I think is so important about getting out of your head, and just going to live your life, is you heal so much and so rapidly when you actually go out in the world and live life and connect with people. I have been somebody who has always told myself, like, oh, okay, like, you know, I gotta go to therapy, I need to journal, I need to do parts work, and I have to do shadow work, and I have to do all of these things that are just in my own comfort of my home. And again, they're great things, they're good tools. But I find that the thing that is the most healing, at least for me, is when I go out and connect with people and I'm in a relationship where, let's say, I struggle with self-confidence and feeling seen and not really being able to receive compliments or just love and attention and affection. When I actually put myself out there in a relationship where somebody is wanting to give me all of these things, I learn right in the moment that, wow, like somebody sees me for who I am right now and they want me for who I am right now. And that is the most healing, that is the most transforming, is to actually experience that in real life instead of trying to learn that from a book. And one of the most healing things that you can do is to live life. And what I mean by living life is to have relationships, because really and truly everything in life is about relationships, whether that be romantic or friendship, career, anything in your life. The relationship that you have to yourself, to food, to movement, to everything, right? And I think that, again, you can sit and you can learn from a book what you need to be eating, what you need to be doing for workouts, or what you need to be doing in a relationship to attract a man, or how to present yourself, whatever. But if you do not go out and embody these things, you're not going to get anywhere. Your body's not going to change, your appearance is not going to change, how you are in relationships are not going to change unless you go out and do it. And the thing is we're really perfectionists, right? We want to be perfect about everything, but you need to go out and you need to live, and you need to just go and take messy action. And the last thing that I think that is really important, if you're in this cycle, in this loop right now about, you know, healing and when is this healing journey going to end and this, that, and the third, you have to remember this. When you are in this cycle of telling yourself, like, I need to do more, I have to heal, I need to do more inner work, inner child work, all this kind of stuff, you are signaling to parts of you that you have been working on that they are not inherently good where they're at right now. It's almost a form of self-hate or self-rejection in itself, which is crazy and it's kind of confusing. And then it's like, okay, so what do I do? Do I heal? Do I not? When you are constantly in this mindset of having to be fixed, you are in essence rejecting yourself, parts of yourself that you think that need to be fixed in order to be worthy, in order to feel seen or loved. And the truth is, you want to support these parts of you that you think need help in terms of healing or self-improving. but you also want to send love and compassion to parts of you that it's okay that you're not fully healed. It's okay that you might have some self-sabotaging behaviors or coping mechanisms that you still fall into at times. Maybe there's parts of you that overthink situations a lot. You don't have to tell yourself that you are unhealed and you are wrong because you overthink situations. You support yourself and however you need to when it comes to a certain coping mechanism. But again, I think it's really important that you also send the signal to parts of you that you're trying to work on, that it's also okay. It's okay that you're not perfect. And we can still go live life. We can still go out and have relationships with people. Because the thing is that you're not perfect. You'll never be perfect. And you don't have to be perfect. You literally do not have to be perfect to have relationships, to build connections, to bring in abundance in your life, to manifest things, to just live life. A lot of us are going through this right now, especially if you're watching my type of content. I had a viral video, so that means I had so many comments just really agreeing with what I was saying. So I think that what we need to focus more on as we move forward in life is embodiment, is learning. For sure, you're reading your books and you're listening to podcast episodes or whatever, but find space and time in your life, even day to day, where yes, maybe you're consuming a certain content or whatever the case is, but you're also allowing space for you to connect with people. Go have a conversation on the phone with somebody. Go out and have coffee with somebody and actually listen to somebody else instead of just being in your head. Stop living in your head 24/7. Even if you tell yourself, no, it's more important that I stay in bed and go read a book. Actually, it's more important that you go out and you meet a friend for coffee. It is. Even if you think it's not productive, I'm telling you, it is. So that's what I'm going to be focusing on. And the final note here is that you will never be fully healed because life is just a journey. You're going to have ebbs and flows where you're going to go into a period of deep reflection and work, and then there's going to be periods of time where you're just going to be living life. But I want you to remember and remind yourself to live life. Get outside of yourself and start to really try and balance that out and really flow through life instead of going through this period of like 3 months of just really self-improving. No, like find time in your days if you can, or at least throughout your week where you're spending time outside embodying the things that you are learning inside as a little introvert that you are. So I hope this video resonated with you. I think that it will. I really feel that it will, considering what's going on my TikTok right now. But yeah, go out and live life. That's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be talking about that a lot more. I'm going to be connecting with you guys and with people just in my community. That is something that I really want to focus on moving forward. And I think it'll be healing in itself for us to do that. So please let me know what you enjoyed about this video. And if you're resonating, I want to hear it in the comments. Don't forget to like this video and of course subscribe to my YouTube channel because I post videos every week. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.